Have you ever stopped to think of something that seems not to make sense? Why do some people, who at first sight do not show great intelligence or preparation, suddenly become millionaire? I'm talking about those who are often the target of jokes or even pity. They do not master economic terms, do not read complex books about finance, and sometimes understand basic concepts. However, out of nowhere, they appear with cars, real estate, prosperous business, and success. And then you ask yourself, how is this possible? I will reveal a secret, and it is not what you think. This is not luck, inheritance, or miracle. It is a money rule, and I did not learn it in books, but in practice through the Jewish financial wisdom transmitted by generations, which saved me when I had nothing and returned me not only resources, but also confidence. At first it may seem that it is just coincidence. But think about it. How many times have you seen bright, studied, and talented people spend years planning, creating strategies, and yet wealth passes away from them? Meanwhile, those that were considered naive or even without common sense get what others do not reach. They are not paralyzed by excessive analysis. Simply act and reap results. This leads us to an important reflection. Intelligence and education are no guarantee of wealth. Sometimes they even get in the way, as they generate doubts, fears, and hesitation. A person who looks simple acts like a river. He does not question every curve of the way, only flows until he reaches the sea. And this is where the crucial point is. There is a basic formula that millionaires know, but few share. People are afraid to reveal it because it seems too simple, almost offensively obvious. But that is precisely what separates who enriches those who are only in theory. I'll give you a clue. The secret is not how much you know, but how you apply what you know and, more importantly, how it acts when knowledge is insufficient. This is the difference between those who get rich and who is only intelligent and per dot. If you follow until the end, I will ensure that your view of money and success will never be the same. You will understand why your acquaintance, that everyone thought they turned off, suddenly bought a new house, while their plans are still in the phase of I will think about it. Following, I will bring real examples, not taken from movies or the internet, but from situations I witnessed. People regarded as inattentive changed their lives and made a fortune where the smart spent years breaking their heads. When I say that the simple become millionaires, many look with suspicion, thinking it is mere chance. But it is not. I saw this happen and even participated in some of these stories. Allow me to tell the first case. I met a man, let's call him Mark, who seemed completely disorganized. He did not control spending, did not plan, and sometimes even forgot to pay bills. How could someone like this prosper? Because he started a small business, selling products at a fair, without elaborate plans or sophisticated strategies. He acted fast, tested different approaches, and within a few years his modest space became a chain of stores. The others laughed. He was only lucky, but the truth is that it was not luck. It was the understanding of a basic principle, not expecting the perfect moment, but acting in the present. Another example comes from a relative of mine, my mother's uncle. It has always been seen as eccentric, of simple speech, without training in renowned universities. However, he had a habit. He saw opportunities where others only saw problems. While his friends feared investing in an incipient project, he bought a small participation, and 3 years later that company became a big deal that intellectuals were analyzing as he acted. And here is the key. Money likes movement, not infinite reflection. Then comes the Jewish wisdom, which I can explain clearly. For most, money is an end. You work to buy a car, a house, a trip, but the truly rich view money as a tool to create new possibilities. They are not afraid to use it, invest, or risk. And it is in this respect that the simple goes ahead. It acts with courage, without getting lost in unnecessary doubts. Now, let's go to the principles I learned. First, act even when knowledge is stato. I saw people afraid of investing 1,000 reais in a business for lack of information, while their ignorant competitors had already bought equipment, began to sell, and tested the market. Action always comes before theory. Yes, the mistakes will come, but it is through them that experience is gained and, consequently, profit. Second, learn from errors and do not theme to repeat them. Wealth does not arise overnight. Most simple millionaires did not enrich it from time to time. They lost money, but did not lose their determination. They analyzed the stumbles and went ahead, like a child who falls as he learned to walk, but keeps trying until they could. Third, financial freedom is a matter of seeing opportunities. My parents always said, pay attention to what others ignore. This is the essence. Those who act without overloading the mind with how it should be simply see a chance and enjoy it. And the most surprising thing is that opportunities are everywhere. A small idea, performed at the right time, can generate immense returns. Room Take steps every day. Do not expect the ideal condition. This is the big secret. I met students who spent years waiting for the perfect idea and never started anything. Already his friends, considered less capable, acted step by step in a short time, had their own business or passive income. To illustrate, I will share a case that inspired me. An acquaintance decided to open a small online store. She didn't understand anything about marketing or accounting, but she started selling. The first sales were ridiculous, almost one per week. However, he learned on the way. He studied advertising, experienced different approaches, and listened to customers. In a year, it already had a stable income, and three, a consolidated online business. The most important thing is that it wasted no time with endless analysis. It simply acted. That is why the simple become millionaires. They are bolder, agile, and decisive. They use what they have at hand without waiting for the perfect scenario. And that is what makes them successful. If you want to follow this path, start with something small. Identify an opportunity around you and put it into practice. Mistakes will come, but will teach more than any book. Do not expect to become an expert. Act now. Action, movement, and boldness are their first steps towards wealth. Remember, the money rule is simple. It flows to those who act, while who hesitates or analyzes too much is left behind. This principle, passed by those who came before me and proven over the years, is what separates millionaires from others. What did we learn in these minutes? Why do donkeys enrich while intelligent often are left behind? We find that it is not a diploma, talent, or luck. The secret is in a principle transmitted from generation to generation, a financial wisdom that few dared to reveal openly. Money loves the movement, loves the courage, prefer who acts, not who fears to make mistakes. Let's recap the essential lessons. Action surpasses knowledge. You may be a finance genius, but without execution, there is no result. Who acts, even if their first attempt seems naive, gains experience and profit. Errors are disguised lessons. No one becomes a millionaire without stumbles. The faster you fall and get up, the faster you learn and advance. Money is a tool, not destination. Focus on opportunities, not the balance of the account. Use your resources to grow and create new possibilities. Financial freedom is born of the ability to see and enjoy chances where others only see obstacles. Your eyes and hands are your first instruments of wealth. The more attentive you are, the greater the chance to see what others ignore. Now, let's get down to business. How to apply this today. No matter how many courses you took or plans have traced, success belongs to those who start. Even with a small step, it can be a test investment to validate an idea, a conversation with a potential customer, or the launch of that product you have advanced for months. A single movement can open doors that you didn't even imagine. There is a silent enemy who paralyzes most: fear. Fear of losing money, of making mistakes, seeming ridiculous. It is normal to feel it, but it is precisely by facing it that you achieve freedom and achieve success. I remember my first steps. With only a few $100s in my pocket, everything seemed against me. The chances looked zero, but I decided to act. I invited, I tried, missed, tried again. Each step for the smallest or dumb that seemed to approach the goal. Thus the millionaires are born. They are not gifted. They are bold and persistent. My final advice: don't wait for the perfect moment. Do not try to be intelligent or impeccable. Start now, where you are. Try, act, learn from the mistakes, adjust the route, and move on. The more you act, the closer it gets from financial independence. If this content lit a spark on you, follow the channel. We will unravel the laws of money that schools do not teach, the secrets of wealth passed family to family, and real stories of those who transform life with attitude. I promise the next videos will be even deeper and more practical. You will understand how to apply these principles to business, investments, and even everyday decisions. Remember, being dumb in doubts is not weakness, it's advantage. Courage, action, and movement, this is what makes millionaires. Use this wisdom, put it into practice, and the money will come to you. Act today. You will be surprised at how much you can advance. In order not to lose the next lessons, subscribe now. Trust, you won't want to lose what's coming. Your way to financial freedom begins with a single step. Give it today. And